celebration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Set, 180. Check. Let's go, 1-1.
Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This is taken at the 15. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On the set. 51's the mic.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd. On the ready. At the 49. Push him back. Push him back. Ready, go. Get it.
A quick throw complete to Chark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Check.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Minshew. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the... Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A carry now for McKissick. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got Amendola on the connection. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Rock it. Snap.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. This one complete to Lacy. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point good by Prater, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Leonard Fournette. Is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 10-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
Waiting! Mike, 44. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with McKissick. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 66 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. $12 yards on the return that time, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
80 weapons. Jim.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Fournette running out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll go with a big bang for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's our time. It's our time.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 60-yard.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Rambo is good. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. What a big tackle there defensively.
And one of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. From 18, Gator. Greystone travel.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run with Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.